Hello, it is 9 p.m. in RTD. It's time to English New Edition. For tonight headlines, we have Djibouti participate in the first ordinary sessions of the Pan-African Parliament in South Africa. Trump's negotiations with Iran are underway and represent a last chance to reach an agreement. Welcome to our newsroom. The message of condolence from the President of the Republic to the Ethiopian Prime Minister. The President of the Republic, His Excellency Ismail Omar Guelleh, expressed his compassion and solidarity to the Ethiopian Prime Minister, Mr. Abiy Ahmed Ali, whose country is mourning the loss of 15 people following an earthquake that struck yesterday Monday in the Amhara region. The people and government of Djibouti join me in expressing our sympathy to the sister nations and friends of Ethiopia in the difficult context of this tragedy, wrote President Guelleh in the message addressed to Mr. Abiy Ahmed. I hope that your countries will quickly overcome the consequences of this tragedy. The head of state noted in the same document, adding he wished his deepest condolence to be extended to the entire government and brotherly people of Ethiopia, as well as to the families, relatives, and friends of the victims of the deadly earthquake. The parliamentary delegation is led by the first Vice President of the National Assembly, Vice President of the Pan-African Parliament, Honorable Safiya Elmi Jibril, are composed of the following permanent participate in the work of the first ordinary sessions of the Pan-African Parliament, as well as the Conference of Speakers of African National and Regional Parliament, which were held at Pan-African Parliament headquarters in Midrand, Republic of South Africa. The first ordinary sessions of the 7th Legislature of the Parliamentary Assembly of the People's Party was officially opened on Monday, July 27, 2026. The opening ceremony was presided over by His Excellency Fattah, being president of the Pan-Africans in the presence of several dignitaries, including Cyril Ramaphosa, President of the Republic of South Africa, the Honorable Toko Diziza, Speaker of the National Assembly of the Republic of South Africa. The plenary sessions marked the culminations of the work of the various standing committees of the Pan-African Parliament held from July 17 to 25. This work allowed the committee members to examine several items on the agendas before presenting their reports in plenary sessions. Following on from these sessions, the Conference of the Speakers of African National and Regional Parliament opened on Friday, July 31, 2026. For his part, the Vice President of the Pan-Africans, Safiya Elmi Jibril, has indicated that the African Continental Free Trade Areas is a project of the African Union that aims to create a large common market for our continent. Its objective is to facilitate intra-African trade by reducing customs barriers and other obstacles to our exchanges. Thanks to the African business can more easily sell their product in other African countries. This fosters the development of local businesses, attract investment, and create new jobs. The free trade area also encourages African countries to process their raw materials locally rather than exporting them in their raw state. This approach contribute to the industrializations of the continent and strengthen national economies. Processing raw materials on our own continent allows us to create more job opportunities, strengthen local businesses, and add more values to African resources. It should be noted that on the sidelines of this important meeting, the delegation from the National Assembly of Djibouti was received in audience by the President of the Pan-African Parliament, His Excellency Bout Bin, to discuss strengthening parliamentary cooperation between the Pan-African Parliament and the National Assembly of Djibouti. During this audience, the head of the delegation had the honors of conveying to the President of the Pan-Africans the warm congratulations of His Excellency Dileita Mohamed Dileita, President of the National Assembly, on his election to head these prestigious African institutions. Through its head, the Djiboutian delegation is reaffirming the support of the National Assembly of the Republic of Djibouti for the new President of Pan-African Parliament in the exercises of his duty. It also extended its best wishes for his continued success in fulfilling his mandate. Continuing, the summer activities are fully in full swings in the Djibouti city. Summer activities are in full swing in Djibouti city, where the various districts are buzzing with the energy of sporting competitions. Every day, many young people gather on the field to share moments of camaraderie, competitions, and fair play. Yesterday, the coordination teams from the State Secretariat for Sport conducted a site visit to closely monitor the smooth running of the activities. Two high-quality football matches highlighted the day, one on the fields in front of the Guled Stadium in Bulaos district, and others at the King Fahd Sports Complex in the Balbala district, played in a festive and welcoming atmosphere. These matches provided a great spectacle for the many fans in attendance, illustrating the success of these summer programs. Summer activities will continue throughout the summer with a calendar packed with the competitions and sporting events, allowing young people from all the municipalities to fully enjoy their holidays in a spirit of sharing respect and solidarity. On Friday, July 31, the Associations for Educational and Health Development in WEA officially launched the WEA Friendship Cup football tournament, bringing together 12 teams from WEA, Arta, Djibouti, Pika 51, and Omar Jaka. The opening match pitted WEA A against WEA B, kicking off a competition is focused on friends, fraternity, and fair play. This competition is part of the series of WEA summer activities. It aims to strengthen social cohesion, promote sporting exchanges, and brings together young people, football enthusiasts, former players, veterans, and all sports fans around the pitch in a spirit of conviviality and community. The opening ceremony took place in the presence of the acting prefect of the Artas region, Mohamed Fouzi Ahmed Asowe. The first secretary of the Artas Regional Council is Mohamed Ali Dirir, representative from the Ministry of Youth and Culture, the elders, the chief of the villages of WEA, the president of the various associations in WEA, former athletes, as well as numerous supporters and residents who came to attend the event. The ceremony concluded in a festive and peaceful fraternal atmosphere, illustrating the community. In light of the rapid advancement of the world is experiencing in the field of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, the importance of initiatives aimed at strengthening women's participation in these essential sectors continues to grow. Listen for more details.
In light of the rapid advancement the world is experiencing in the field of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, the importance of initiatives aimed at strengthening women's participation in these essential sectors continues to grow. The Women in STEAM Djibouti Association is part of this dynamic, working to empower girls and women through the acquisition of the scientific and technological skills, enabling them to actively contribute to development and innovation. The association encourages young women to pursue careers in science and engineering through a training program, specialized workshops, and academic and professional support that connected female students and researchers with experts and specialized in various fields.
Jalta Boubacar Osman, je suis chercheur en microbiologie au CERD et président de l'association Women in STEAM Djibouti. Cette année, nous organisons avec l'association Adam Math des activités autour des mathématiques. Nous avons initié ces concours Girls in Mathematics à une très grande échelle avec 2 sites à Djibouti et les 5 régions. Donc nous voulions que toutes les filles des régions et de Djibouti aient la même chance. Donc le but c'est de mobiliser les filles, c'est de sensibiliser les filles aux études scientifiques ou bien au STEM et s'engager dans des carrières plus longues au niveau universitaire.
On a large scale with the 2 competition centers in Djibouti City and in the 5 regions of the country. Our goal is to offer the same opportunities to all young girls, whether they live in the capital or in the region. Through the initiative, we hope to encourage them to take a greater interest in the science, technology, engineering, art, and mathematics. and to inspire them to pursue higher education and scientific careers. This year, we also organize a conference around the same time in order to raise awareness among young girls about the importance of mathematics and to promote their place in scientific disciplines. As part of its activities, the association organized a training course
waxaan ka mid ahay
in
association
several
women in
fields,
STEAM Djibouti,
including programming,
les femmes
artificial
scientifiques dans le domaine de
intelligence,
STEAM
robotics,
ayaan
and
ka mid
plant
ahay
science.
marka
It also
wallahi farxad weyn bay noo tahay inaan ka qayb galno
organized scientific
anagii
meeting,
associationkeenu
mentoring and guidance
semaine
program while
nationalka de
encouraging
mathématiques
girls' participation in scientific
wallahi waxyaabo
competitions
badan baa meesha
and
lagu soo bandhigay
innovative
estondadu way
initiatives.
fiicnaayeen
The association also
ما شاء الله والله si fiican ciyaalku wallahi top bay hayeen nivooga ugu fiican yahay oo mathematics surtout mathematics waa kaade wallahi wax badan bayna tuseen wax badan baan aragnay wax badan bay naga biirsadeenna iyakana ka biirsanay
including students, university students, researchers, recent graduates, and women are working in scientific and technological field that's contributing to building a more diverse and inclusive scientific communities. We are very pleased to participate in National Mathematics Week.
As part of the ongoing fight against crimes and property offenses, the investigators from the Sheikh Moussa Brigade of the Gendarmerie conducted an investigation that uncovered a suspected network specializing in mobile phone thieves in several neighborhoods of the Balbala district. The investigation led to the arrest of several individuals suspected of breaking into the homes and businesses, primarily at night, to steal mobile phone and other valuables. The investigations also revealed that the stolen goods were quickly sold on the capital's informal markets or to individuals, thus fueling a network of receivers of stolen goods. The searches carried out as part of the investigations resulted in the seizures of approximately 20 mobile phones of various brands, 3 laptops, and 43-inch flat-screen televisions, and the arrest of 3 suspected receivers of stolen goods. At the end of the custodies, the alleged perpetrators and the alleged receivers of stolen goods were brought before the court to answer for the charges against them. For the international scene, Israeli airstrikes damaged hospital in Derbala. According to the health officials, an Israeli airstrikes hit a hospital in the city of Derbala in the central Gaza Strip, destroying 2 of the facilities for medicine storage warehouse. Health officials in the enclave reported, according to the officials, the strikes also damaged the hospital's outpatient clinics and several other medical facilities, further reducing the hospital's capacity to treat patients amidst the already strained healthcare systems. Hospitals officials stated that dozens of displaced Palestinian families are living in tents set up in the hospital's courtyards, which has been converted into the shelters for civilians fleeing fighting in the various areas of the Gaza Strip. Donald Trump's negotiations with Iran are underway and represent a last chance to reach an agreement. Listen for more details.
Negotiations with Iran are underway and represent a last chance to reach an agreement. U.S. President Donald Trump stated that the negotiations with Iran are currently underway, considering them a last chance for Tehran to reach an agreement on the dispute between the two countries. Speaking to reporters at the White House, Trump said that the discussions are ongoing, adding that Iranian officials sometime during the existence of these talks, while according to him, they spend hours and hours together talking.
Indonesia survivors and victims of ferry fires repatriated to Surabaya. Research continues. Survivors and the body of the victims of the Mutiara Sentosa 2 ferry, which caused fires off the coast of Madura Island on August 2, have arrived at the port of Surabaya, while search and rescue operations continue for dozens of passengers still missing. According to Indonesian authorities, at least 5 people died in the fires that broke out on board the vessels while it was sailing off the coast of East Java province. Several passengers were rescued and transferred to medical centers or shelters after arrival in Surabaya. And this is it for the news. Thanks for watching us. Have a good evening.